That's okay. So we were on the air. Who can be on the air too much? That's what I say.
Hello,
Hey
everybody.
everybody. Yeah.
Hello.
JJ and Bella, hello, and hello everybody else out there in the world of the internet. Welcome back to QOTD, Be on the Air's version of the question of the day kind of game that you may have played in the past. But nevertheless, today is Friday, and so that means that it's the big show, the day when we figure out what were the best answers this week and who's going to get some cash prizes. Very quickly, for anybody who is new to our little game, here's how it works: that every day of the week, we release a new question of the day. And you can see these questions on YouTube or Twitch, or go to our site at BeOnTheAir.com, and you click the record button on our site in order to give your answer to the question. When you do an answer, it gets put immediately into the 24-hour stream so that you can watch other people's answers and you can vote or you can applaud. And then during the week, our AI determines, based on your results, what is the best. And so that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then finally on Friday, 4 o'clock Eastern time, 1 o'clock Pacific, which makes it like 1 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time, I think. But nevertheless, at that time, we have the big show where we play the best answers all week long. And then you guys vote for whoever's the best. Your choices win the big cash prize. So that's kind of the simple answer to it. So this week, Bill, did we have a theme this week? Were all of our questions like tied together in some magical way, the way you often do?
Not particularly, but we have some references to some topical going-ons.
Oh, topical, timely.
Yeah,
timely and relevant. Well, I would like to be that.
Yeah. Let's say it's fun and exciting. It's a nice, easy week.
Okay. Well, that's what we need, because we're sliding into the holidays. We need to go easy, because it's only going to get more intense from here, right?
True.
This is like the calm before the storm. So what do you say? Should we go ahead and find out what question 1 was and who are all the best answers?
I think so.
All right, here goes.
Let's do it. Let's hit it.
QOTD number 90 from Saturday, I think.
Yes.
All right. Show us the weirdest thing in your refrigerator.
You know, yeah, I got to say that I have looked at this one and I was a little embarrassed to answer it, because I've got some really, really weird crap in my refrigerator. And like, to start with, my refrigerator isn't like the normal stand-up. It's like coffin shaped. It's like sideways. But anyway, I looked in the fridge and I couldn't show you the weirdest things, but I'm showing you something pretty weird that I thought was okay for television. And it's that. I know what you're wondering. Why in that childlike scrawl do we have a box with a pretend turkey on it?
Hand turkey.
And the answer is a hand turkey. And because inside the hand turkey is a little pie that I made for a friend.
Oh, is it hand-shaped?
Is it a hand-shaped pie? It's not a hand pie, but I'm like down on. I like hand pies a lot. I think they're the best, but not this.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good.
The weirdest thing that I have in my refrigerator, personally, I think all my items that I have in my fridge are quite normal. But if I have to point out the one that I think would be the weirdest, it would be bok choy. It's basically a Chinese vegetable. Shape is kind of weird. That's what I can think of.
You know what? I can't tell if he is actually has nothing
quite normal looking.
I know he has nothing weird in his fridge. It's something like so weird that he definitely doesn't want to talk about it. Like
all right, so I don't know if it counts because it's in my freezer, but my roommate has a bag of frozen avocados. You want to explain this one? Smoothies. Apparently you can make smoothies with them. All right.
I think that's pretty weird. I've never heard of freezing an avocado. I didn't even know you could do that.
That could be a weird texture.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can't really show the weirdest thing in my refrigerator right now because I am not near my refrigerator, but I would probably say the weirdest thing would probably be my Chick-fil-A sauce. It just feels like, I don't know, it just feels like I shouldn't have it there. It feels like I'm stealing the secret formula or something. It just doesn't feel right.
Don't.
You are plankton.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Arr, and the SpongeBob jokes, always good.
They're always perfect.
I've never had
The
Chick-fil-A.
weirdest thing in my refrigerator, nothing too weird, but this one is a bag of a bunch of different sauces like ketchup, soy sauce, some Shin ramen packets, maybe some mustard as well.
So are you guys noticing, like, you looking in his fridge behind him? Because everything is in little plastic bags, and that's weird.
So one of the weirdest things I have in my fridge is taco seasoning. I have a bunch and a different flavors, different I guess spice level. I love Mexican food. I love so
No? Taco seasoning in your fridge. Why in your fridge? It doesn't need to be in
Yeah,
your
does that
fridge.
have to be refrigerated?
Show us the weirdest thing in your refrigerator. Oh, I don't actually have anything interesting at the moment. I'm traveling at the moment, so I'm in North Macedonia today, and all I have in there is a bottle of water because it's real freaking hot here, and I have a Kit Kat too. So it's kind of it though. Nothing exciting, unfortunately.
So what's weird is what's not in his fridge,
Which is
everything.
everything.
Well, we have now heard 6 answers to the question, what's something weird in your fridge? And so now it's your turn to vote. There are blue buttons across your screen. Click one of them corresponding to one of these amazing answers. Vote for your favorite, what inspired you, what you agree with, who made you laugh, whatever. But whoever it is that you vote for, that person is going to go to the finals. And we'll leave it up to Remy. Patrick, with nothing weird except everything weird.
True.
It's a void.
It's what you
That
can
is scary.
fill in, yeah. So I got to tell you, like my daughter right now, she works at the morgue.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and so every day she goes to work and she opens up the fridge, and you don't like it. It like redefines weird.
Yeah, I don't
That
love that.
makes-
Why is
I
she working
imagine.
at a morgue? What is she doing?
She is a forensic anthropologist, and so
Whoa.
all the time when she was in college and stuff, she's studying like Neanderthals and how to make stone tools. And it was like shapes of teeth of 10,000-year-old people, and I was like, wow, that is so cool.
That is really cool.
But then
That's
she like sprung it on us. What she really wants to do is like hunt for cadavers, solve crimes, like on bones.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really cool.
Yeah, she's like Daphne or Velma. Daphne.
Nice.
Question number 2, also known as QOTD number 00076 from Sunday.
Ooh. What is something your dad does that drives you crazy?
What can I possibly do?
The list. No, I'm kidding.
I'm sure he's not listening. Whose dad listens to you, watches YouTube?
So true. So true. I feel like I was trying to think about this. I don't even know. But the one thing, it doesn't drive me insane because it's not very often, but when he does do this, I get actually angry. And I get scared very easily. And I can watch horror movies, but like haunted houses, haunted mazes, haunted hay rides, I cannot do it. I get so freaked out. And I'll tell, like, if we're together, I'll tell him, like, you cannot scare me. Like, do not scare me. I'm being dead serious. And he'll still do it. And I'll get so, and it's obviously hilarious. And I can appreciate that it definitely is very hilarious, but I get so mad.
He's never going to
Scary.
stop. That's
He's
going to be
never
funny
stop.
forever.
Yeah.
Never gets old.
What is something that my dad does that drives me crazy? It thinks like a corporate robot, I think is the best. You know, I'm in my mid-late 20s, and, you know, he is obviously older than me, so he comes from that generation that's just super company-oriented. So I'd say that drives me crazy about him.
Oh. Sure,
Something your dad does to drive you crazy. He gets on my driving. That's what drives me crazy. He gets on my driving. I will drive. I'm a very confident driver. I drive very, very well. But if I go a little over the speed limit, hey, slow this down. Slow the car down or you're going to hit somebody. No, I'm not flying. I'm not a speed demon. But that man will make it seem like I'm going 130 miles per hour. And I promise you, I'm going below the speed limit or the speed limit in my little old car.
I love the fact
That's
that
what
he
drives me
like
crazy.
he like has a dad voice, like when he's talking about says, "Hey there, son." You know, I hope everybody like uses a dad voice. For
One
this
thing that
things.
my father does that drives me crazy is he works all the time and has ever since I was a little kid. He works. That's all. That's all that's ever mattered to him. He's getting more money, working longer hours, doesn't spend a lot of time with us or his family. And so that really drives me crazy.
Oh, I think that's a lot of people's situation.
Yeah, but it's hard, man. When you got obligations when you're a parent. Like you got to make sure your kids like are taken care of. And that's what drives a lot of the work.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's a mixed bag. Imagine if it was the other way.
More of my mom and dad, but something they do is whenever you would tell them like a secret or whatever, they go blurt it out to the whole world, or not, at least not the whole world, but you know, the rest of the family. And then, you know, the chisme or the I went blank for a second, like I forgot the word in English, but like that news, you know, it's already known to the whole family, and that's what drives me crazy. This is why I keep stuff to myself and don't really tell them that important stuff. So
yeah. But it's hard to keep secrets from your family. I mean, you tell your mom something. Is she not supposed to tell your dad? Or is it wrong for her to keep secrets?
What is something
it's a hard
my dad does that drives me crazy?
I'm defending all the dads.
Well, you might want to ask my therapist this question, because she would know the whole list of things that I would say. I'm kidding. I don't know, maybe he thinks
she
that
doesn't
he's
know which
right
one.
about everything because of his age. Yeah, age does bring wisdom, but it also doesn't mean you know everything. Yeah, I think that's probably the most annoying thing. But like I said, you are not my therapist, so you don't get to know all of the things.
See, this is the same, conundrum that Stephanie's father faces. Like, do I tell?
Something my dad does that drives me crazy. He's a really loud sneezer. Like, those people who just sneeze so loud. And he'll sneeze like 3 or 4 times in a row. Like, we'll be out to dinner at like a nicer place, and he's just sneezing so loud. Like, everyone's staring at us. It's so embarrassing. But that really drives me crazy about him.
Wow. So I am guilty of everything that these people complained about their fathers. Well, listen, it's voting time. These were like people shared hard, right?
Yeah.
Right. And so like, this is like a deeper question than I thought it was going to be. But anyway, you got to vote for one of these guys, which is the one who's like your dad, right? Is your dad working all the time? Is your dad sneezing? Is he indiscreet? Does he like make fun of your driving? Like, what's the scoop? Right? Or is it so bad like Hannah that you don't even want to tell us?
Oh.
Yeah, Stephanie. Yeah. You want to be able to trust your dad.
There's all the gossip, family gossip.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We don't
Certain
have a
things
lot
you
of
gotta
secrets.
Certain things you just gotta keep to the family.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But within the family, that's really the question.
I always see TikToks about that, how it's like I tell my mom something and then 2 minutes later she's like telling my aunt.
Yeah,
Take a look.
exactly.
Yeah, and my dad like had like I just remember when I was a kid that my dad was always like trying to like kiss me with his coffee breath and his scratchy chin and everything like that. And it was like I liked him, but that drove me crazy.
Yeah, yeah. My
So
dad
Bella,
just listens.
yeah. Sorry.
My dad just listened to songs on YouTube instead of like Spotify or
Oh my
Tidal or any
God.
other streaming service.
YouTube thanks you. All of our friends at Google thank you.
That's true.
Bella, you shouldn't like my house is haunted, like fully haunted.
Oh my God, no. No, thank you.
For those of you guys who missed the earlier question, that is not a non sequitur, but forgive me.
All right,
Bella.
we got to move on though.
Yeah.
If you can choose any exotic pet to have, what would it be? I don't want to talk about ghosts anymore. It's scary.
Yeah. I mean, actually, okay. Has anyone seen these TikTok videos of the Instagram videos of the people with like panthers or like
Yes,
big
and
cats
they, like,
as pets?
hug them because they've been friends for so long.
I can barely
Exactly.
manage like a domestic feline. How could you possibly have like a jaguar?
You got to like raise them as a cub so they trust you and are nice to you.
Yeah, they got an imprint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they're still like they're still dangerous, right? That's
Mhm.
crazy. I don't know if I could do it.
I would
Yeah,
love to hug a jaguar.
Same. Also, apparently they like snap too. That's scary. That's too much.
I want a dire wolf.
Of course. The special one.
If I can choose any exotic pets to have, I would choose a wolf to keep as an exotic pet because wolves they're just so majestic, just so pretty and beautiful creatures, and that's why I'm picking them as the exotic pets to have if I can have
Hey,
one.
and maybe it's on his sigil too. Maybe that's his house banner, in which case, like yours. Yeah.
My exotic pet, hopefully I'm not breaking any community guidelines here, but koala. He's getting high, I'm getting high, we're just chilling and vibing. Those eucalyptus leaves, they hit hard. They hit real hard.
Is that true?
We've myth busted that one.
And
Poor
that's
Chris.
Oh, they
that,
did.
no.
Name is
I
dead.
would love to have like a little monkey, not to be like Justin Bieber or anything, but like monkeys are so cute. And I would love to train it to like do certain things. And monkeys are so cute.
I had a friend who had a monkey. They're like nasty.
Really?
They're
Yeah.
dirty and they're
Yeah, I heard
strong
that.
and they're fast and they're way too smart.
Ooh, that's scary.
And
Also,
they're like
My exotic pet would be a fennec fox. I just think they're so adorable. They have really long ears, and they have cute little faces. I mean, it's basically a mix of a rabbit and a fox, and how can you not want a pet that's those two combined?
They're
they are
cute.
cute. Yeah. And they eat cockroaches.
If I could have an exotic pet, I think I would choose a pet lion because then instead of being the Tiger King, I could be the Lion King.
There
I
you
see.
go.
I see what you're doing there. That's a good one.
Look at that smirk. He's happy with himself.
If I had to have any exotic animal, I would say I would choose an orangutan because they are wildly intelligent, and I could probably even have them run some errands for me. He could probably come to the gym with me, probably go shopping with me, definitely take them to the beach, and it just seems like he'd make a great friend for even cleaning out stuff in my hair.
Yeah, I see Planet of the Apes. They were the only reasonable, of the apes. So I don't even know if I can remember all these, but you guys should vote for them. Is it going to be the orangutan, the Lion King, fennec fox, couple of wolves in there? Nobody said
Monkey.
bear. A monkey. A minky. What about a bear?
Oh, I would love a bear.
Oh, well, I guess
Yes,
Chris did say a bear.
Yeah, koala.
Yeah, that myth has been busted, but it's okay. You can still hang out with a koala. They're still fun. They're violent though, apparently.
Oh, really?
They
Also, don't they carry like an STI of some sort? I can't remember which one, but apparently you can get like an STI just from holding them.
But this is the way I feel about like even cats. I don't want to touch a cat.
They're dirty.
Yeah, exactly. Now the noble dog.
Bears, though, there was a study done that bears can appreciate scenery.
They just sit there.
They sit there and watch views, and they can appreciate it like we do.
Yeah, like you're hanging with Baloo, right? You're just watching the sunset. Yeah, I could go bear.
I would love that.
But yes, but clearly, you know, spirit animal wolf, no question about it. That's me.
Okay.
So, here comes our next question. Is this 4?
Yeah. What was the best part of elementary school? I was just talking with my friends about this the other day, about how we missed elementary school.
So, what was it that you thought was so awesome?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like I honestly do miss being in school all day, but not being stressed about it, you know? Like, I feel like I was so happy to learn. I mean, still happy to learn, but like reading time, recess, like it was so fun.
Like
there were no worries.
Cafeteria could be stressful.
The cafeteria can be loud and overwhelming.
Yeah, and it's like, where are you going to sit? Do you have a table, or do you have to like?
We would have our table. We would have our assigned tables in my
peeps.
elementary school. Well, not assigned, but
you were popular, weren't you, in elementary school?
Yeah.
You were popular. Of course, you had fun. It was hard on us geeks, man. It was hard.
What was the best part of elementary school? Obviously, recess and just playing Oregon Trail in days where it was raining, or history lessons, whatever they called them back at the time. But yeah, that's it. Recess.
Oregon Trail was so fun.
I can't believe
I would lose my kids so fast though.
Hands down, field day. If you grew up, you had like, I'm pretty sure I still have it like now, but when I was growing up, field day was like the Olympics. You could not tell me nothing on field day. I was trying to be the fastest. I was trying to be the number one in everything. I was trying to impress the girls in the little first elementary grade. I was trying to do it all, man. But like as a kid back then, field day was something special. It was really something special. And having your parents come out there and cheer you on, it was like that first taste of what athletics would be like once you got to high school and stuff. And so just like being in that environment, and then just being able to play with your friends and not have to be in class for once, and actually having that freedom to just kind of run around and play outside in the heat. And like, even though it was hot, it was still, you still got to go outside, you still got to play around. So it just felt good it felt good. It was a really good feeling back then.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I know that my wife's family, they sit there and they go blow by blow of what field day was like. Oh, this remember when you did this? Come on, Hannah.
A lot of crap happened to me in middle school in terms of life. Not middle school, elementary school. So I mean, elementary school was fine. I guess the best part about elementary school was the fact that you really didn't get grades. And also probably the fact that most people, when they're in kindergarten, usually don't really give a crap. We're just here trying to survive every day. So that's probably the best part about elementary school. I didn't have a lot of fun back then. A lot of deaths in the family, divorce and whatnot. It wasn't that great for me, but, being a child was fine, I guess. I was pretty cute back then. I can't say the same for now. I think that's gone downhill. But other than that, didn't have too many great times in elementary school. But I did know how to party back then, which really just means I didn't give a crap. That's probably it.
So I think that there's like a lesson in here. Like you look at all these things that people say, but they currently do. We should just start doing it again.
Yeah.
Like care less, sit wherever the heck you like.
It's part of
Field
elementary
day.
school. Now this one's kind of hard because I remember elementary school having really good food, really fun times, and I mean everything's kind of more better when you're a kid. Nah, but the best thing about elementary school for sure has to be the recess. Oh my god, recess is one of those childhood moments I can never relive.
Throw the door open and just go screaming outside.
In my opinion, the best part of elementary school was probably the school shows. Yeah, I love taking part in them, and I always found them so fun, and I think they definitely made school much better.
I'm sure you guys disagree with that, right? You don't like the school plays at all.
I would say the best part of elementary school is, of course, the bond or the fun being with friends. Of course, as kids during elementary school, you wouldn't think of such problems in life. You would be a happy-go-lucky kid. You would be enjoying life with your friends and doing such activities with them and just being totally happy.
All right. I think we're all going to have to lighten up. That was like a recurring theme. Well, everybody, you've got some blue buttons on your screen. It is your chance to vote and tell us which of these guys, gals, had the answer that you like totally agree with. Elementary school, I mean, maybe it wasn't great, or maybe it was great. Maybe you like the food, maybe like recess, maybe like field day. Man, there's a lot of good answers in there. Just like brings back such wonderful memories.
Sure. Congrats, Hawk.
So Hawk said, what was his answer? It was something awesome.
He was saying Oregon Trail and
Oregon Trail.
recess.
He liked those rainy days when you get to do it a little bit different. Yeah.
Mm.
That's so funny. And you guys played Oregon Trail, right?
Yeah.
I played Oregon Trail, like back in the day.
That was a great game.
Yeah. The key is, I think it's like you got to bring like the crate of nails or something like that. Like that's the trick.
Yeah, I was never great at it. My kids always fell ill very quickly.
Yeah, I don't
But I think everyone's did.
Yeah, I don't think we ever made it to Illinois. Forget about Oregon.
Yeah.
Everyone died of dysentery first.
Yeah, exactly.
Got to bring the soap.
True.
Next question.
All right. If you could work remotely from anywhere, which paradise would you make your home? This is very cool.
Yeah, my attitude about this has changed quite a bit because, at the beginning of all these lockdowns, I was before all this, I was a commuter, and like an hour on the train every day, and and then going to the city, just like that, that was me. I'm like right over there. I'm like that guy in the black jacket over there on the left. And then it was like, oh man, finally, I'm going to get to work remotely, and I've been working remotely now for like 3 years. And you know where I would like to work remotely from now? In an office with like other people.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I agree.
This was fun, but the party is over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Agreed.
I definitely want an in-person job.
Same.
Yeah.
All of mine have been
hang out.
virtual, so.
Yeah, one of these days we should be in the same room and just see what that's like.
It would have to be Italy. I think that Italy is the coolest place on earth. The food, the culture, the people, the food, if I didn't mention that before. Positano, specifically, that is the most beautiful place on earth. The views are spectacular. And the seafood, incredible.
So a little White Lotus action for Sam.
Was gonna say.
First off, way to go, Hawaii. I hope that plan is working out really well for them. Second of all, my job could never be remote. I work with people too much, but if I were offered this, Hawaii would be at the top of the list, followed closely by New Zealand and Australia to take up this offer. Somewhere tropical and warm for sure, though.
New Zealand can be quite cold. I don't know if you knew that.
I think working remotely is probably one of those lessons that we've learned in 2020 is that work can be done from anywhere with the right technology. And so, yeah, absolutely. I would love to take an exotic vacation and do a little work while I'm there. If I had my choice, I would love to go to Hawaii. I'd also love to see Panama again, possibly Spain if those options are open. Now, if we're just sticking inside the United States, I'll probably stick close to Colorado because I love my mountains.
Yeah.
Nice.
Gotta have good Wi-Fi.
Also, I think. Ooh, good point. I think Alexis just realized Alexis was referring to I think Hawaii had a program where people could get sponsored to work.
What?
There.
Are you kidding me? I can go to Hawaii right now on a round trip and just do my work there in the sun, the paradise with the drinks and the water. I mean, who would turn that down?
He's ready.
Come on, really?
He's ready. But I'm
He's
not sure.
already
I'm not
set
sure
up.
how much work Matt's going to get done there on the beach.
Okay, no way could I pick one place. If I were going to work remotely for the rest of my life, I would get a suite or house or whatever on the Residency or one of those cruise ships that travels around the world nonstop forever and live there and just work from anywhere and everywhere.
How about a Winnebago?
That'd be cool.
I would like to do a Winnebago. Go on the grid.
If I could work from anywhere, you'd catch me on a beach in Hawaii or sipping some, I don't know, foreign latte in Prague.
All right.
That sounds good right now.
You know what? The world is too big. I could never choose. First off, I totally take back what I said at the beginning. And now I want to work at one of these places. So who are you going to hang out with? You going to hang out in Positano with Sam? Or in the mountains with Christina, or maybe in Prague with Maddie. I don't know. But vote for one of these guys by clicking the blue button on your screen and sending them to the finals. Oh, Maddie's from
That's a good option.
Westfield. That's speaking of ghost stories. Exactly. So Alexis, congratulations. Alexis, I can't remember. I should be writing these down. Something else
Hawaii.
that your dad does that drives you crazy. She's Hawaii. Yeah. Hawaii's it's like a trope now. Of course it's perfect. And when you get hot, don't worry about it because it's going to rain a little bit and cool off nicely. It's just going to be awesome.
True.
I hate it. It's awesomeness and its perfection.
Yeah.
Moving on to a next question. I think this could be number 6, right?
Yeah.
Hey, guys out there in TV land, if you haven't voted yet, you can click, if you haven't recorded yet, click the orange button. It is not too late for you to be on the air.
Sending your answers. All right. What was your most memorable concert or music festival? Now that we can go to them.
Yeah.
Yes. Actually, I went to a concert a couple of days ago.
Wow.
That was this band Magdalena Bay in Boston. So I drove 4 hours. I went with a friend and the music was thumping. It was electronic music, and so it was just wild. At one point they brought out a robot because they had a whole plot line throughout the show about making an AI become human. And then it was wild. They brought out a Karen robot from SpongeBob, and then they were my most listened to artist on Spotify this year. So
that sounds so fun.
It was insane.
I would have loved
I've never really listened to EDM. I've got a nephew who's
My most memorable concert experience was seeing Michael Jackson at Madison Square Garden. It was pretty amazing and just what you would expect from a legend like him.
No, that's got to be a pretty epic show.
My favorite concert experience would probably have to be my first concert, which was Green Day, probably 7 or 8 years ago. I was able to go with my dad and my best friend, and at that point I had been a Green Day fan since I was a kid, so that was definitely it.
I also like Green Day.
My most memorable concert experience was when I was about 10 years old. I went to my first concert. It was an NSYNC concert, and it was opened by Pink. And the best part of that experience was that Pink wasn't big at that time, so I got to see her before she got huge, when she was still an amazing musician.
Yep.
She's still an amazing musician.
Oh.
That's a statement.
Yeah.
Her's an amazing performer. She does acrobatics.
It is nice to see a band like
I have not been to many, but I would have to say the singer of Bun. I've always loved him, and I was so close to holding his hand, but my arm was too short. Yeah, that. And I met G-Eazy at a car and bike show in Alabama before he blew up. He's a dope person all the way around.
That sounds great.
That's awesome.
So I had the chance to see Anita Baker in concert at the MGM Grand National, and let me tell you, sitting in the box, phenomenal. The food before the concert, absolutely amazing. And look, let me tell you, she is a performer and she had it going on. Yes.
That sounds like an amazing
My most memorable concert experience was when my best friend and I went to London to EDC, and we stood for 12 hours straight and only sat for about maybe 20 to 30 minutes just to eat, and it was incredible. And we saw a VC live right before he died.
Great show.
Wow.
And memorable. And that's the great thing. It's like nobody after you. You saw the last one. Well,
exactly.
Let's send one of these guys to the finals. If you click on the blue buttons that are on your phone, you will be doing them a big favor. By, maybe they can win a little bit of cash. So 1 through 6. I got to tell you, I was thinking that I was going to say one show that I'd seen a couple of great concerts. Oh, congratulations, Megan.
Nice, Megan.
Megan's on her way to the finals and a little bit of a prize. I got to tell you guys, I went to a punk concert, and I was like a little bit older than the rest of the crowd, and it was for the Dead Kennedys. And my brother and I went in San Francisco, and things started to get really out of hand where people were starting to rush the stage. And so Joe Biafra grabbed me and my brother and pulled us onto the stage and asked us to be the bouncers. And so we were on stage with Dead Kennedys, throwing people off into the mosh pit. It's a lot of fun.
That sounds so crazy.
That was good.
That's really cool.
I haven't been to a concert in 1,000 years. Not a real concert. Anyways, guess what? It's the winner's round.
Wow.
So now we have gone through the 6 questions for the, you can tell because there's fireworks.
Yeah.
Right? But so we've gone through the 6 questions. These are the questions that we've had all week. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, blah, blah, blah. And people have been answering those questions all week long. And we've now listened to the best and voted. And you guys have chosen your 6 favorites. And so now we have to pick the best of the best for a $100 prize winner. Right? So let's go and do a quick review, shall we?
Show us the weirdest thing in your refrigerator. Oh, I don't actually have anything interesting at the moment. I'm traveling at the moment, so I'm in North Macedonia today, and all I have in there is a bottle of water because it's real freaking hot here, and I have a Kit Kat too. So it's kind of it though. Nothing exciting, unfortunately.
Water and Kit Kat. So Patrick's answering the question. Show us something weird in your fridge.
I think this is more of my mom and dad, but something they do is whenever you would tell them a secret or whatever, they go blurt it out to the whole world, or not, at least not the whole world, but the rest of the family. And then the chisme or the I went blank for a second, I forgot the word in English, but that news, it's already known to the whole family, and that's what drives me crazy. This is why I keep stuff to myself and don't really tell them that important stuff. So yeah.
So Stephanie's answering the question. What's something that your dad does that drives you crazy? There were a lot of really
My
nasty
exotic
things said
pet,
about a lot of dads.
hopefully I'm not breaking any community guidelines here, but koala, he's getting high, I'm getting high, we're just chilling and vibing. Those eucalyptus leaves, they hit hard. They hit really hard.
So Chris is hanging out under a eucalyptus tree getting high with his pal koala.
What was the best part of elementary school? Obviously recess and just playing Oregon Trail in days where it was raining, or history lessons, whatever they called them back at the time. But yeah, that's it. Recess.
They still do. So Hawk's answering the question, like, what's the best part of elementary school?
First off, way to go, Hawaii. I hope that plan is working out really well for them. Second of all, my job could never be remote. I work with people too much, but if I were offered this, Hawaii would be at the top of the list, followed closely by New Zealand and Australia to take up this offer. Somewhere tropical and warm for sure, though.
Yeah, Alexis is answering the question. If you could work remotely from anywhere in the world, what is your spot?
My most memorable concert experience was when I was about 10 years old. I went to my first concert. It was an NSYNC concert, and it was opened by Pink. And the best part of that experience was that Pink wasn't big at that time, so I got to see her before she got huge, when she was still an amazing musician.
So Megan's answering the question. What's the best concert or festival experience that you have ever had? So now, everybody, we got to vote. All these awesome answers, but only one can be best of the best. On your phone right now, if you're watching it on BeOnTheAir.com, you've got 6 buttons. And you click on one of those buttons and vote for one of these people, and they can be the grand prize winner. Or you could be the grand prize winner next week. Have you thought about that? Maybe you should be answering questions.
100 big bucks.
Yeah, that's not bad.
No, not at all. Even 25. Get yourself a meal.
Get yourself a Kit Kat and a bottle of water.
Oh, that's not $25.
Yeah. Oh, Megan.
Megan, congratulations. Megan answered the question. What's the best concert or festival experience that you have ever had? She said NSYNC and Pink back before Pink was big.
That's a good one.
And apparently still a good artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pink is still
Oh,
awesome.
so sad.
But I
Her
do
early
remember
stuff is
Pink
really
when-
good, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
NSYNC, though, I'm not sure I would. It'd be crazy. Fans would go nuts. I don't know if I'm sure if I feel safe in an NSYNC concert.
That makes sense. Sometimes I get a little nervous if it's like one of those huge artists.
Yeah, like Harry Styles. You got to get stampeded.
True.
Not going to do it.
Yeah.
Well, that was a great week. But you're right. Every week, Bella, I say, oh, this was your theme. I kind of like, do some analysis, some kind of post, what's the word I'm looking for? Extra literary analysis of it. Something the author didn't intend probably, but nevertheless was woven through her work.
You can find patterns in everything.
Mm-hmm. So, what about this week? What happens? What happens when we hang up the phone here?
Oh my goodness. I totally forgot.
You don't know. So while Bella's looking up and seeing what is the question of the day for tomorrow, I'll explain to you that we're just finishing up the week, and so we're going to start a new week, and every day of the week gets a new question of the day, and you've got all week to answer them. We just release one a day until finally on Friday we have the big show and your chance to win prizes. So we like to get a little hint. Yeah.
It might be, I don't know. It depends how you think about it. It could be dark, but it also could just be, I don't know, it's a thinker. But it's, if you could be told when you're going to die, what would you want to know? I still don't know if
I have an answer.
What's it?
I had a dream that I was going to die at a particular age in a particular way. And I lived my life in a particular way because I knew that important information. And then guess what happened? Didn't die. Kept going. I know. Yeah.
Wow.
But that won't be you. Anyway, I don't know if I could really know now. I don't know. I'm interested to find out what the world has to say. So everybody, what happens is if you go to the site, you're going to see it right there on the main page. There's a list of the questions of the day. and then just click on the record button and tell us what you have to say. Tell us what you think, and then it'll play on the air, and then everybody will applaud like this because you had an awesome answer. Well, I'm excited. And I guess those are coming out like, it may already be live right now for all we know. It may be tomorrow today.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, first off, I want to thank everybody out there on the internet who joined us today, our friends from Twitch and our friends from YouTube. Thank you very much. I love it when you watch there, but if you want to record, just click on one of the links that we put on the site and in the chat that enables you to vote or to record or to applaud other people. And it's a chance to be part of this little community that we call QOTD. JJ and Bella, thanks a lot. Appreciate all the hard work that you guys do. It was a really, really great week. And for everybody from Consolidated Wonder and Be on the Air, I just want to thank everybody out there who watches us and supports us. If you haven't subscribed to us yet or followed us yet, please do so. We can keep this great show coming to you every week. So that's it. Everybody have a great weekend.
Bye, everybody.